So by hearing this, he was very much exclaimed. Who? Hughie. What I say, said Trevor. The old man you saw today was Baron Horsbach. He is a great friend of mine, buys all my pictures and that sort of thing. He asked me a month ago to paint him as a beggar, and since he is paying, well, I could not refuse. And I must say, I think he made a splendid model. So he was explaining what happened and how he became the beggar. Baron Horsbeck, cried Hughie. Good heavens, I gave him a sovereign, shouted Trevor, and he burst into a roar of laughter. So, by hearing that he gave a sovereign, he was like continuously laughing. Okay, I think you might have told me, Alan, said Hughie crossly, and not let me make such a fool of myself. So, Hughie is saying that you would have said it before itself that he is Baron Horsbeck. Well, to begin with, Hughie, said Trevor, I did not think that you went around giving away your money in that way. So he says that he didn't think that he will give money to that person. And really, when you came in, I didn't know if Horsback would like his name mentioned. So he said that I thought that he will. He may disclose his name. Okay, what a duffer he must think me, said Hughie. So he's thinking that he may think him as a duffer. Not at all. He was very happy after you left. He kept laughing to himself and rubbing his old hands together. So he says that he was not angry or any other thing, but he was quite happy with what you did to him. I couldn't understand why he was so interested in you at that time, but I see it all now. He will invest your sovereign for you, Hughie, and pay you the interest every 6 months. He will also have a good story to tell his friends after dinner. So he says that he may pay it as a interest for every 6 months. Yuhi walked home feeling very unhappy and leaving Trevor laughing loudly. So now he leave the place with a unhappy mood. A messenger. So messenger is going to inform something to Hughie. So let us see what's that. The next morning, as he was eating his breakfast, his servant brought in a card on which was written, Mr. Goodsave Nordin, messenger of Baron Hosbeg. I suppose he has come for an apology, said Hughie to himself, and he told the servant to show the visitor in. So he has got a message from a messenger whose name was Mr. Gustav Nordin. Okay, an old gentleman with gold spectacles and grey hair came into the room and said with a French accent, Do I have the honor of speaking to Mr. Erskine? Hughie bowed. Okay, so I have come from Baron Hosbeg, he continued. The Baron? I asked. Sir, that you will offer him my sincerest apologies, cry Hughie. So cry Hughie thought that he has came to get apology and he may offer it to Baron Horsbeck. The Baron, said the old gentleman with a smile, had asked me to bring you this letter, and he held out a sealed envelope. So he gave a message and he brought a letter, and with a sealed envelope he brought it from Baron. On the outside was written, a wedding present to Hugh Erskine and Laura Merton from an old beggar, and inside was a check of for £10,000. So what it was? It was a real surprise from the messenger, right? So he got envelope. Over that it was written as a wedding present from an old beggar, and inside that he found a check for rupees £10,000. Okay, next is the wedding. When they were married, Alan Trevor was the best man, and the Baron made a speech at the wedding breakfast. So Alan Trevor was the best man who stood beside the Hugh Erskine, and Baron made a speech at the wedding breakfast. Millionaire models, remarked Alan, are rare enough, but model millionaires are rarer still. So this was the speech which was made by Baron, saying that millionaire models, remarks Alan, are rare enough. So there are millionaire models, but model millionaires are rarer still. So the one who becomes the model millionaire are rarer. They are quite rare to see in the world. Okay, so this is a quite interesting story. So just go through the story. If you have any doubts regarding that, you can ask me. Okay, so with this we complete this chapter, and in the next class I will be sending the notes. So kindly, I just wanted to complete the classwork notes. Okay, so if you have finished the classwork notes, so just send me the snapshots, okay, by confirming that you have completed it or not. Okay, thank you.